Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to another week of Health and PE at Home with Mrs. Kobler. And this week's lesson is focusing on hydration. So let's investigate why water is the most important nutrient for our bodies. I want you to take a second and read this paragraph by yourself or with your family and see if you can fill in the blanks. Let's see how you did. We need water in order to survive. We can last weeks without food, but only 3 days without water. We can't go too long without water because it makes up 60 to 70% of our body. We get about 20% of the water we need from food. Fruits and veggies are two types of foods that can provide us with lots of water. We need between 4 to 8 glasses of water a day. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but on the previous slide, it said that water is the life source. That's how I like to think of water. So why is drinking water so important? Water helps to remove toxins and waste from our bodies. Without water, we would have no way to get out all the waste and the substances that our bodies don't need. Water also helps transport nutrients to our cells. Now, you might not know what a cell is, but just know that they help get nutrients all throughout our bodies. Our blood, which gets nutrients through our body, is 55% water. So we need water in order for our blood to flow through our veins and allow nutrients to travel throughout our bodies. Water is also a brain boost. It simply makes you a better learner. In fact, it helps the neural pathways in your brain work the right way. One positive thing that I've observed walking through the hallways this school year is many students are carrying water bottles with them and have them right there at their desks for their convenience. So one positive I've noticed is that students are doing a great job at staying hydrated. Water also serves as a joint greaser. It helps to lubricate our joints. This is really important for athletes and athlete performance. Athletes should drink water before practice and before competition. Now, we know that they should also be drinking water throughout their practice or their competition, but it's really important to drink it before you go to the event as well. Water also helps us digest food. It allows food to move smoothly through our digestive tract and gets rid of waste. It also helps us break down food into smaller parts, so it helps us metabolize food more efficiently. There are so many different benefits to water. It regulates our body temperature, helps us have clear, healthy skin. In fact, it makes us more productive as well, and is a fatigue booster. So it makes us less tired and more alert. So what sets water apart from different kinds of beverages that are offered to the public? So again, what makes these types of drinks different from water? Drinks that you can see on the screen here, as well as others, offer too much sugar into our diets and are not necessary at all. These products are absolutely everywhere, and they're very heavily advertised. So we should question these drinks and ask how much sugar really goes into them.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, be wanting you.
All right, so it's game time. Do you know how much sugar goes into each drink? Let's start with a can of Coca-Cola. On the screen here, you see on the right-hand side of the screen a teaspoon. So we're going to look at how many teaspoons of sugar are in these products. So for a frame of reference, there's a teaspoon there on the screen for you. So let's pause for a moment. How many teaspoons does one can of Coca-Cola have? The answer is 9 teaspoons of sugar, which equates to 18 cubes of sugar. Let's look at another beverage. Monster energy drinks. There are lots of different kinds of energy drinks. They all have a lot of sugar in them. So let's just pick one. We're going to focus on Monster. So what you thinking? Do you think that Monster energy drinks have more teaspoons or less teaspoons than a can of Coca-Cola? Even more. Watch out, folks. A can of Monster Energy has 14 teaspoons of sugar in it, which is 28 cubes. We see lots of athletes drinking these kinds of beverages in commercials. It makes you wonder how hydrating they really are. So as you can see in our next example, Gatorade, you can see an athlete drinking Gatorade in this photo. Now, athletes do need more electrolytes and carbohydrates because they are exerting more energy when they exercise. And electrolytes are removed from your body when you exercise through sweat, through your skin, the pores in your skin. But not only are drinks like this, like Gatorade, packed with lots and lots of sugar. In fact, the majority of the drink is sugar. So as you can see, in a 32-ounce bottle of Gatorade, there's 13 teaspoons of sugar, which is about 26 cubes. So like I said, the majority of this drink is sugar, but its list of ingredients, if you read them, is also questionable. Ingredients like red number 40 and caramel color. I would simply recommend not consuming it. You can get electrolytes in other ways that we'll talk about in a moment here. Our last drink. Let's look at a 15.2-ounce can of Tropicana orange juice. How many teaspoons of sugar do you think is in this drink? There is 10 teaspoons of sugar in one 15.2-ounce can or bottle of Tropicana orange juice. That's about 20 cubes of sugar. So there's a little more sugar in this drink than a can of Coca-Cola. Lots of these kinds of juices have added sugar in them. What's the best way to avoid this? Don't go for the packaged stuff. Go for freshly squeezed juices or juice them yourself. So what are healthy alternatives to these common beverages? There are lots of organic electrolyte sport drinks out there. Just read the ingredients, be a smart shopper, and read the labels very carefully. Coconut water is a great alternative, and it has lots of electrolytes in it, different kinds of minerals. Also, watermelon water is a nice alternative, but good old-fashioned water is always a healthy solution. You can even get electrolytes in powdered or liquid forms and add them to plain old water if you so choose. So these common beverages that we just investigated are actually counterproductive in keeping you hydrated. In fact, they will actually dehydrate you. The best thing that you can do to stay hydrated is obviously to drink water. That's about wraps up our lesson for this week. I sure hope that you learned something new. I also hope that everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.